Hi guys, welcome. So I'm pre-recording this on purpose just because the Wi-Fi has been a little iffy today. So that's okay. I will post in our group shortly. So the video today is regarding are we able to prepare for 2018. January 1st is only so many days away, and for those newbie distributors out there that you don't know, this is when it is the company's boom season. We get into the new year, and then we hit conference, and it is crazy in the best of ways. So the biggest thing for me last year was I felt like I was prepared, and come to find out I really wasn't, and I want to help as many people as possible not have to go through what I went through, and if I can help even a single person, great, So just a few things I'm going to go over. I'm going to try to make this kind of shorter. So number one, do you even have a clear goal on what you want to accomplish this year? A realistic one, and you want to have that written on paper, because you want to be able to see it on a consistent basis, because you are going to definitely go through a roller coaster of emotions with this business. There are going to be times where you have a rough day, whether it is business related, personally related, whatever, and you're going to need to see that, just to keep on pushing. So everything that I talk about on this video, you can do now. Like, you can start doing things now. And that is why I'm saying everything ahead of time. Okay. So number one, you can have a ginormous dream board and have multiple things on it. Put down a down payment for a house, buy a new car, make diamond, make ambassador, pay $5,000 in my debts, pay off all my student loans. I mean, there's so many different things that you can put on this board, and it can be simple things like personal, like lose 10 pounds, control my diabetes. There's a lot of things that you can put on it, or you can keep it very, very simple. Ambassador 2018. So it's up to you. And you can put it on a scrap piece of paper, or you can go full-fledged collages, and it's taking up the wall. It's up to you. So that should be set up ASAP. The next one, and it's just good to have on hand, is some charts. Given, you can have a whiteboard, mine's around here somewhere, and use that. But it can be kind of a pain, and sometimes having the paper, and yes, it's a little old school to do paper, but I love it. I love being able to erase and whatnot. So if you have your charts printed off ahead of time, it'll just save you some work down the road. And if you already have distributors underneath of you and they're running with you this year, it's nice to maybe have their charts all set up and whatnot. What else? You can have your steps to success papers printed off. Not everybody uses them, but it is good to have, quite frankly. The steps to success is 3 steps. Number 1, you sign up. Number 2, you sign 4 loyal customers. Number 3, you sign 3 distributors, and then you repeat and teach the same. Now, when you do the statistics with this, and you see, okay, I have all these leaders and they're doing the steps to success with me, you are a double diamond within just a couple of months. Like, it is crazy, but they've designed that on purpose to have a goal with the company, and I love it. Does everyone do their steps? No. But it is just good to have them out and to teach your team to do the same thing, because signing 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors each month is not a big deal. Like, that's, in my opinion, quite easy, especially if you use the tips and tricks taught in this group. It's near impossible not to get it. So you'll definitely have people that will go way beyond their steps. That's awesome. Just keep doing your thing. So having those printed off also is very, very helpful. The biggest thing going into the new year that will save you so much time, energy, grief, is getting organized. right? It is a great feeling when you have things in place. So a few things that I'm doing myself, and I just want to share, is number one, printing off my Facebook friends list. We've talked about this numerous times. I will tell you, it is a complete game changer. It is, I wish I would have found it 2.5 years ago. And so once you have your list, I have about 50 pages of 5,000 Facebook friends that I'm going through. So I'm maxed out on my Facebook right now. But what I'm finding is that there are a lot of people that shouldn't be on my Facebook. I don't see them being a part of the business. I don't see that how we're alike, or they're super inappropriate or something, And so I don't want to have them on my Facebook. I want to add people on there that I could see doing this with me. So what I'm doing is I'm highlighting current customers, one color, highlighting current distributors, one color, highlighting potential customers, one color, highlighting potential distributors, one color, and crossing off names completely that shouldn't be on there. And whoever is left, I'm going to message and say, hey, is there any way that you'd be willing to make a Facebook post for me? And if I get X amount of people to sign up, I will give you product, because there's a lot of people that are going to be supportive but want nothing to do with the business. And those are the ones that I'm talking about. And then I'm going to be deleting probably about half my Facebook friends. So I have 5,000. So there's going to be a lot of room to add new people. And I'm going to be doing about the same thing with Instagram. I don't work Instagram nearly as much as I do Facebook. And so it's definitely not on my top priority list with Instagram to do this. But if I have extra time, I will be doing the same thing. There's a way to print off your Instagram list and do the exact same thing with Facebook that I was just talking about. The next one is, some of you guys remember, there was a promotion last June where business kits were $9.99. It was record breaking. We surpassed network marketing. What is the word I'm looking for? Records. We surpassed the greatest number of signups in a short period of time ever, in recorded history. So it was huge. And for this group, we went from a team of 200 to about 650 in a month. It was crazy. Less than a month. And it was just really, really crazy. And I definitely learned a lot from that experience. And they are hinting that something big like that is going to happen when conference hits. So I want you to think, if they had that $9 kit come out again, would you be prepared for it? Right? The last thing you want to do is which one are my potential distributors again? Oh my gosh. For me, 5,000 Facebook friends, and I got to figure out who my potential distributors are. It'll take you days upon days to go through that and try to figure it out. But if you prepare ahead of time and have your lists ready, and then boom, you've got it all right there, right? And so having that all set up ahead of time is huge. Okay. It's going to be the same thing with potential customers, because most likely, because they do this, they're going to come out with new products, and specials and whatnot. So the last thing you want to do is go scramble. Oh shoot, I don't know who is interested in wraps. I don't know who's interested in keto stuff. I will tell you, they came out with the keto coffee, and they told us already that they're going to have an entire keto line. Okay? So that means post about keto stuff constantly. Keto is by far the newest rage. I hesitate calling it a diet, because diets are usually temporary. It's a lifestyle change. Think vegan and, all of that. It goes along the same lines. Keto is amazing. I have personal testimony with it. My body has a lot of health problems. I have thyroid problems, immune issues, and the keto is by far the best thing that I've ever done. And within the first week, I lost 10 pounds. And my body doesn't lose weight like that. So, and I'm not a lone ranger on this. Everybody says about the same thing, if it's done right, because it can be done wrong. And so keto is huge. Now I want you to mix in what I just told you with what happens January 1st for people, right? They are going to have New Year resolutions. By far the top 2 things for New Year's resolutions is losing weight and making more money. And our company offers both, which is awesome, okay? So with that, just know, like, you really want to hammer on your posts. Who wants to lose weight? Who wants to lose weight? Who's looking for this? Who's looking for that? Now you've got all these potentials. And you can even talk to them ahead of time. Hey, like, we will most likely have ... happen. Do you want to be the first to know? So now so there's just some things to think about. So you're going to want to have lists of your potential distributors, lists of your potential customers, and what their goals are for their body ahead of time. Okay. And then what else? There is the Reach app. This gets a little complicated. I need to do a little bit more research on it, but it's under my assumption that pretty much you get people's phone number or email, I can't remember which, ahead of time. And let's say you have those lists of 500 potential distributors, okay? They can go in, you can put them in this app with their contact information. They have no clue they're in the app. They have no idea. And let's say you have the $9 kit. You can message all 500 people within like a couple of minutes. And they have no clue they're on this like mass message. And I will tell you right now, oh my goodness, with that $9 kit, I spent days upon days upon days trying to message people. If I could do it all in one swoop in like 5 minutes, yeah. So you want to do this ahead of time, okay? So also some things, you want to have those powerful conversations with your current team. If you are running for 2018, you have the mindset, you know that you will do whatever it takes to get to the goal that you put on your dream board, okay? And you're running. Nothing's stopping you. You are running, okay? That's me. Then you need to reach out to any current distributors you have, and definitely your leaders, and you will be vocalizing like what your plans are. Because you will find that there might be some duds on your team that will be revived when you talk like that. I'm running with or without you. And I'm sorry that I talk like that, but I have such big plans for my life. I would definitely rather have you than some stranger run with me, but I have to go. For me, my husband's retired, I'm not going backwards. I'm never going to let him go back to work. And so, I have to keep going. Do I hope that they will eventually catch on? Yeah, but I'm not waiting. End of story. So you've got to talk to your people like that. Talk to them about their goal. If you have a leader and you can, oh man, she would be my perfect double diamond for my chart. Then tell her, hey, I can see you on my chart. I can see this. What is your plans? And get down to the nitty gritty. If they don't even have similar plans, you might need to rethink your stuff, So you definitely want to have that ahead of time. Certain things like setting your alarm to remember to post, because what happens with boom season, you've got to up your game. You need to get out your calendar and schedule wrap parties and one-on-one appointments ahead of time. Okay? Ahead of time. Don't just post on Facebook, hey, who wants to come? No. You send out those private one-on-one messages and say, girl, would you be interested in hosting a wrap party for me January, or let's do February because of conference, February 15th. And for hosting it, I'm going to give you a free wrap, okay? And so you give them a date, you pick out the people you want, and you single them out. Making a Facebook post and just leaving it open-ended like that is not too smart. So, or if you do make Facebook posts, you can say every Tuesday at 5 p.m. we're meeting at my house. First 2 people to show up get a free wrap. Blah 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 blah. Okay, and what's going to happen is people are going to eventually catch on and they're going to show up. Now, given it depends on you on who you want at your house, but you can meet at a restaurant or something, and you might there will be days that nobody shows up, but there will definitely be days people do show up. But having your calendar out and setting us all up ahead of time is huge, okay? Planning events. So for me, one of the biggest things that I would love to do and what I'm going to do is look at my local area, see where I can set up a table. I would love to do wedding expo kind of things. Think small, think big, whatever. Find somebody local with you to do it with you and go running, okay? Set up actual dates. Don't leave it open-ended. You can't do that because it ain't going to happen, you know? Go look it up ahead of time, get them dialed down, and there you go. Also setting your alarms in your phone. How often do you want to post? For me, I like to post about once an hour. If you are one where you're scattered brain, then go into your alarm section and say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you know what I mean? And set it so that it reminds you. You know what I mean? So doing that, having scheduled Zooms with your team, so you know that it's going to be insane, right? Things are going to be insane. Having systems in place like, okay, brand newbie Zoom will be February, okay, and February, where it's like maybe a weekly thing to get them jump started. Or maybe as leaders, we can plan it ahead of time where we make video tutorials. Okay, this is your step 1 video, step 2 video, step 3 video, step 4 video to be diamond bound. I don't know, you know. So having all those systems in place is a big deal. So there's a lot of work to be done, you know, like I'm running. This is a black diamond. That's why I did this. A black diamond future team. Black Diamond ambassador team. So I'm excited. I'm pumped up, you know, and I'm running. I am so flipping ready to run. I've already set up pre-training with distributors. You might want to make those posts ahead of time. If you are not ready to sign up now, but you have a date in mind for January, February, March, you need to message me right now because you can be doing pre-training now and completely set your stuff up where you go 0 to 180 and make a whole lot of money at the same time. So I already have 4 people that I'm doing that with, which is kind of crazy. So, and I only made 1 post. So I need to keep doing what I'm doing. So hopefully this helped a little bit. On top of all this, I will also be doing some meal prepping where I pre-make meals and put them in my freezer. Now why, you're like, Miranda, that's kind of weird. No. I'm mom, I'm wife, and I'm the main person that makes the meals in the house, which means how in the world am I going to make 3+ meals a day and try to run, and I mean run with the business at the same time? I'm going to be a little frazzled, you know? It's like hard to be balanced. If I have these meal preps set in stone ahead of time, you know, I just got to put it in the oven. You know, so there's simple things like that will save you so much time and energy and grief, you know, and make your life so much easier and change your life in so many great, amazing ways. So I love you guys. God bless. And I'm excited for what's to come.